This is my Igloo ice maker. It stopped working. When I mean stopped working, the tray will not fill with water, so it would not activate. Now taking off the cover on the back, which just screws on the bottom, and you could take off the back cover. I checked my water supply, which is this tube here, which pumps the water from the tray inside through the pump, and it goes through here, and it goes to the tray on top. This was all kind of clogged. I cleaned it out with vinegar, took it apart, put it back together. It still didn't solve my problem. My fan kicks on. I cleaned my coil with a vacuum. I tested the pump, which is that piece down here, right down here. One way you can test it is you can unplug it, which is this black and red wire. Go into the circuit panel, which is that wire right there. You can unclip that. There's a little tab underneath. You pull it out. You can use some paper clips, and you put one on each end, and you put a 9-volt battery to those two leads, and that should kick on your pump. If you hear it working, then you know that's not the problem. The problem is something on that circuit panel is telling it not to kick on. What can it be? Well, on this side you have some limit switches, which controls the tray inside, which feeds the ice and allows water to enter. If these do not work, these levers here, which are limit switches, that will prevent this from working. Now, if you get a multimeter and you put it on continuity, which means you get the two leads and they're supposed to ring, you put one on each end, each terminal of your limit switch, one here and one here. You should not hear anything until you push that lever, which is this piece here when it goes to that. Okay, same thing going up. You put the leads on both ends up there, and you should hear nothing until you press those levers. If you hear something while it's not being activated, then you have a problem. For example, let me do this one, which I know is the bad one, so I don't want to waste your time. So put one here. Let's see if I can focus. One here. See, it's ringing. It shouldn't be ringing. I'm going to be touching the knob, the lever. See, no matter what I do, pressing the lever, it's not focused, but it should be ringing. All right, so I know that's a bad limit switch. I tried the same thing with the top one, and it works the way it should. I have no ringing until I press the lever, then it started ringing. So this is the one that's bad. I'm sorry it's not focusing. There you go. So you might have to pull back the insulation just to get to the two metal connectors there. Now that's soldered on, so the next one I get, hopefully I can cut these off, put new solderless connectors on it, and slide it onto the new one. All right, just make sure your power is off before you do any testing like I just showed you. All right, hope this helps you in your troubleshooting of your ice maker. Thanks for watching. All right, so I put the new part in. What I did is I soldered the two leads. What you do is you tin the wire, then you tin the two terminals, which means you put a little bit of solder melted on each piece. Then you put them together and you just heat it, and they just join together. So, okay, now we're gonna try it out. All right, the limit switches are working as they should. Before, this lever would just go back and forth, because it didn't sense that this was opening up. It was stuck closed. And if you look inside, yes, it's making the ice once again. Problem solved. I hope my troubleshooting helps with your troubleshooting. Thanks for watching.